Joining us now is a huge star. Candace Owens, the Communications Director for Turning Point USA. Candace, welcome to the program.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to be in studio with you.
Well, we're excited to have you on the show. Mutual Adoration Society.
Absolutely.
Look, this morning we got the jobs report. 6.6% is the black unemployment rate, if I can put it like that, the lowest ever recorded. Why isn't that message getting out to the black community?
Because they don't want blacks to be independent. We saw that with the State of the Union address, the Black Caucus, which
You're talking about black leadership as
yeah.
opposed to the mass of the black community.
Absolutely. So what it comes down to is that message can't get out because they don't want blacks to be independent. We saw that in the State of the Union address when they sat down when they announced that black unemployment rate was low, and they stood up when Obama was in office for more food stamps.
I don't get it, Candace. I don't get it. I mean, surely the leadership of black America wants real progress.
No.
I don't know. Surely.
Nope, absolutely not. I believe very much that many of them get their pockets lined. You think about Maxine Waters. She's always ranting about racism. She's never talking about all of the positive progress that's happening in the black community right now. But she lives in a $6 million house. So she's made a lot of progress while blacks were suffering in America. So she has no reason to switch her strategy whatsoever.
What you're saying is that black leadership is engaged in the race business. It is a business.
Correct.
You saying that?
That is absolutely right. Race
pretty
has become a business.
Stuff. That's pretty harsh on your part.
It's pretty true stuff as well. You know, it can be harsh and it can also be true. And unfortunately, that's what it comes down to. The black community needs new leaders. That is why I got in this. I understood that race had become a business, and they're risking everything right now, Stuart. Everything.
Extraordinary. Pastor Darrell Scott, I'm sure you know him.
Yes.
I know you know him, and he's a frequent guest on this program. He wants to host a White House summit on the issue of race. I think Kanye will be there, and I think you were the catalyst for this, weren't you?
Correct. So we're doing at Turning Point USA the Young Black Leadership Summit in D.C. And the reason for that, I understand the criticism. A lot of people say to us, well, you can't use race, you can't use identity politics. Yes, we need to do that because there have been so many black conservatives who have had their voices silenced, who have been told they're not allowed to think those ideas. We want to send a message, a strong message to them, to tell them that the time is now and that they are not the only ones. There are plenty of us thinking like them, and it's time for them to feel like they can be leaders in their own communities.
If you get this summit, you get it together, what's the goal? What would you think is the overriding goal of getting everybody together? What is it?
To empower them and to give them a voice and to tell them that they are not traitors as they have been treated. They don't have it wrong as they have been told, that they have it right. And as I said before, the time is right now.
What's the reaction to you? Because you made a big splash. I mean, you really did. What happened to you?
Look, it's love and hate equal parts. I had planned to do this. I said I want to launch an ideological civil war in the black community. I want black people to begin arguing. That's great, because that means that we're not a monolith. It means that we have different ideas. Arguing is good. It means that we're willing to debate and to use facts and data and to research to support our arguments. So I'm very pleased with the business of being loved and hated.
Are we going to get this summit going?
We are absolutely going to get this summit going.
You don't have a date or anything yet, but it's going to happen.
It's 100% going to happen in October of this year.
You know, you work with Charlie Kirk,
yes,
Turning Point USA.
I do.
We always say that he's going to be the president of the United States, maybe 2040, maybe 2044. Are you going to be vice president or press secretary or what?
I would love to be his press secretary. He always says, I'm not going to be the president, I'm not going to be the president. And I say, Charlie, if you don't become the president, then I can't be the press secretary. And I would love to go at the press, let me tell you. That would be the greatest gift ever, to go at them every single day.
Well, here I am.
There you are.
You come at me. Wouldn't you like to be the president?
No, that is not in the cards for me. I think that's an incredibly stressful job. And I'm too much of a street fighter. I'd get into way too much trouble if I was in the White House.
Now, come on, you're not a street fighter. You're sitting right next to me in a set in New York. You know, you're not a street fighter.
Yeah, but it's harder when you're inside the White House than it is on the outside. So I like to defend the White House from the outside.
Candace, we think you're all right.
Thank you so much.
And we hope you'll come back.
I absolutely will. Thanks, guys, for having me.
Sure thing. We'll see you soon.